And here's a plaque with a brief description of the Battle of Point Pleasant. It says the chief event of Lord Dunmore's war. And here's the statue. And the obelisk goes up and up and up. It's quite a sight here locally. Okay, here's a memorial for Revolutionary soldiers buried in Mason County, West Virginia. I'll give you a quick look around here. We are at the confluence of the Kanawha River and the Ohio River. As you might expect, there's a lot of river traffic here, a lot of towboats operating in this area. And over in the distance, you'll see the state of Ohio and the state of West Virginia. I'm also standing in the state of West Virginia. I'll give you a quick look around the grounds here. The park is very, very small, probably on 5 acres max, I would say. There's the cabin. And we have a memorial for Chief Cornstalk there in the distance, that smaller obelisk. And you have a few park benches, picnic tables. And the main obelisk, which you've already seen. But it's just a nice little park here if you want to come and just get away for just a little bit, even though there's a lot of traffic in the background. The park is very, very nice. Just if you just have a quick little lunch break, or you want to bring your family by but don't have much time, places like this are great for that. And as I said before, there are plenty of picnic tables, so you could have a nice picnic lunch at any of these, and it would make for a pleasant time. And we'll take a quick walk over here to the magazine. And here we are. This is dedicated to the militiamen who were buried in the magazine and the surrounding battlefield on October 11th, 1774. So this is, roughly a burial site for a mass amount of troops that were killed in this conflict. But at least this way we can have some remembrance of them and their sacrifice. Little memorial here, October 10th, 1774. There are no other inscriptions on it. So this must be, and there's 3 other markers just like this. It's divided off in a square, so this must be the where the magazine was, and this marks the boundaries of the burial site. I imagine, I'm not for sure, but we'll go with that because it sounds good. Give you a little footage inside the mansion house here. Tell you what, for the time this was built, this was indeed a mansion. 3 stories plus an indoor kitchen, which is located in the basement.
Go to on the other side of the bridge there too.
Here's a few shots of the main room here. This is the entrance. You can see the natural light in the background.
This is the battlefield. It's the first conflict of the American Revolution fought between the Virginia militia and the Shawnee Indians. So you fast forward into 1796. This is the first campaign.
This up here is the original lock for the mansion house. It says it was installed in 1796 whenever it was built.
He told his wife, this beautiful woman, he wanted to build it. She said, I'm not moving to a battlefield in the middle of the wilderness unless you build me a proper home. It's a 3-story home. That's the way we found it.
Okay, here we are in the old kitchen. And I guess this was where they did all their cooking at. And look what a waffle iron. So even back in the day they had waffles. Sausage stuffer. And this must have been where they rolled the dough at. And look what a quilt. I guess that is your ironing board. Churn. And the washboard. And here we have the sleeping quarters. And it's a bit warmer up here. And we have some historical photographs. Of course, the light's not very good here, but I'll put them in the video nonetheless. And a picture of Dr. Samuel Shaw, doctor and postmaster of Point Pleasant in 1833. I don't know that he ever lived in the home or not. I think the home predates that. Here's a picture. I don't think you can read it, but it's from the National Society of the Children of the American Revolution. And it's got several names on here. And the wardrobe in the corner, there's a little sign on it. It says the original piece of furniture. Okay. And you can see down there on the floor, there's the old chamber pot. And look at the cradle. And here's a sewing machine. And here's a dining table. And the sign down there, it says celebrating the mansion house during the past 225 years, 1796 to 2021. So this has been around a long, long time. And the desk in the corner, the sign says this desk belonged to General Andrew Lewis. And there's two pictures on the wall. Both of it are of a Dr. Jesse Bennett. And let's go up the steps here. And they sure are steep. And it is quite a bit warmer up here, but it's pretty well ventilated. They have a window fan. And here's an exhibit of some gifts from the Mercy train. And you can see, look at that. Look how nice. That is very, very neat. And here we have some other artifacts. Looks like old powder horns. There's a holster and looks like a pistol belt. Just various objects, some ammunition, and here we have some arrowheads and some different tools that were made from stone. The sign said, or the note says, Herman Redeye, chief of the Seneca Indians, Allegheny Reservation, Bonneville, New York, a descendant of corn planter, Seneca chief, standing beside the monument of Cornstalk, chief of the Shawnee. The monument then stood in the courthouse square. It was later moved to Endie in 1954. And they moved Chief Cornstalk around a couple of times to suit their purposes, I guess. Not really a big fan of disturbing the remains of the dead, but I guess they felt like they needed to do that. But here we have some old tools. Looks like some candle molds down there at the bottom. Old hatchets, sickles, there's an axe head, and we have some saddles, And a couple of muskets. And a woman's dress. And here are some pictures.